Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and there's a little something more in the air than a gentle breeze off the Black Warrior. It's the opening of another Crimson Tide football season under the lights in Bryant-Denny Stadium. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Yellow Jackets return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse, too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a man, it's Rousseau. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He got his man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the... Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Etienne. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. No huddle here for the offense.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Alabama will get the first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only...
Going up top. And he hauls it in at the 30. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
design, you get your speedster, you put him in the slot, you usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Fires to the big fella. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Offense gets set for second down. To the air. It's Rousseau. Trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball play.
Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Looking for a gap. It's Nielsen. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on second down. Scanning the field. It's Rousseau. Get it out on the screen. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man quickly. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Nielsen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Nielsen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Skips away from pressure. He's going to take off. On the move is a 30. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Yellow Jackets looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next cap. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
He'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Etienne. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a second down play. The run to the right. Turns it on in midfield. Afterburner's coming. He's at the and he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back.
Hold it.
That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Rousseau. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Oh, he got loose. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He's got an open man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Now adjusting. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. He'll come out throwing on first down. He uncorks one deep. Reels it in down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And I tell you what, that passing...
Oh, they blocked the extra point.
And the unthinkable just happens. You're the offense. You're trailing in this game late in the first half. You're trying to be aggressive. You're trying to put some points on the board, but can't turn the ball over. And now all of a sudden they've given it back, and there's an opportunity for the opponent now to widen their lead.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. quickly to the tight end.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on 4th. Fires to the tight end. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tide. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
24, Georgia Tech.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey.
The ball pops out. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
And it's loose. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to pass. It's Rousseau. Good timing on the quick out. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He finds his man. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. It is good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the pass. Looking for a deep man. Snags it on the right. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A tantalizing top 15 showdown today, and we've got an update. Nebraska is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure folks around that program feel that way. Something's up there in Lincoln. They're trailing by 21 to Georgia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Offense lining up quickly. Looking to throw, it's Rousseau. It's complete to the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Etienne. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. This defense backed up. Goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. And the pass, it's picked off! Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Back to pass, it's Rousseau. Quickly complete. Makes a man miss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They'll run it from the gun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll be brought down. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. They're bringing heat. And he's got it! Touchdown! Georgia Tech! He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He's into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He's got his man, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Fires toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Norris. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They take the lead with the 6. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll run it from the gun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Quarterback on the keeper. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Rousseau. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, look out! At the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A 1st down for the offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Working that left side. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. fires to the tight end. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Feeling some heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. The throw. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Bama! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there getting set. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need.
And it's slipped out. Bounced right back to them. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
The RPO, it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. They get to the line quickly. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This offense has a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Rousseau. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to run for it. Smashes through the tackle. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last one.
Grabbed in the middle, it's ETN. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Now on 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give from the gun. Makes one man miss. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Rousseau. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's Nielsen. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. using the quick game. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. He's going to pass. Going to let it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown time. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say, remarkable day. I mean, remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swan, so big playmaking is always a possibility. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. As the 45 on its way. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if